Okay guys, it's day 3 of getting our knowledge ready on our book, Mr. McGee. Our learning intentions today are 1. We are learning the new vocabulary from our book. The word of the week this week is curious. Our success criteria today is I can tell a partner what the wow word means. I can use the wow word in a sentence, and I can say what some synonyms for our wow word are. And remember, our wow word is curious. Our second learning intention is today we are learning to use the Chunky Monkey reading strategy, and our success criteria is I can break the words into chunks that I know to work out a word. So this is the Chunky Monkey reading strategy. It means we break the word into smaller chunks that we already know. For instance, if I know the word at, all I need to do is add the sound at the beginning. And you can use this for many sounds, blends, or digraphs. So today when we read the story, I'm going to practice using Chunky Monkey again, and you can have a go at using Chunky Monkey with me. Mr. McGee by Pamela Allen. Mr. McGee lived under a tree. One morning, he woke up and said, "It's time that I got. It's time that I got out of bed." He put on his shh. I know in that word that SH is a digraph that makes the sh sound. I know that IR makes and I know there's a T at the end. Shirt. He put on his shirt and his trousers too, then pulled on his socks that were bright, bright blue. He pulled on his shoes, then fed the cat. He didn't I know in this word there's for and get. If I put for and get together, I get forget. He didn't forget his coat or his hat. I'm ready for, and I know in this word there are 2 words that if I add together, I can make another word. So at the start of this word, I can see any, and at the end, I can see thing, and when I put those 2 chunks together, I get anything. I'm ready for anything now, sang he. I'm brave and I'm clever, I'm Mr. McGee. Then Mr. McGee looked down and found a bright red apple on the ground. He peeled it. I know that word says care. He peeled it carefully. He peeled it carefully, very thin, then gobbled up the wiggly skin. Now Mr. McGee began to grow. Now Mr. McGee began to grow, outwards and upwards he seemed to go. Slowly and surely up went he, through the branches of the tree. Over the So it's got a ch at the start, the sound in the middle with the U and R, and the ch sound at the end with the CH. Church. Over the church and over the steeple and over the houses full of people. "Look at me," he shouted down to all the people of the town. Mr. McGee was flying high until a curious bird flew by. "Just the thing for my lunch," she said, and pecked him sharply, 1, 2, 3. Down like a rock fell Mr. McGee. Down like a rock fell Mr. McGee. Through the branches of the tree until he landed on his head, right in the middle of his bed. How'd you go? Did you help me with some Chunky Monkey that time? Okay, so remember our word of the week was curious. Let me read the sentence to you again. Mr. McGee was flying high until a curious bird flew by. So yesterday your task was to tell your meaning to your mum or dad. and then have a go at using it in a sentence. If you didn't do that yesterday, you might like to have a go at doing that today. Your task today is to make a list of as many synonyms as you can think of for the word curious. Record yourself reading your list or take a photo and post it to Class Dojo. And think about what would make sense in a sentence if you were to change the word from curious to another synonym that means the same or similar. So my sentence was, the person was curious to know why her friend's hair was blue. What's a different word I could use instead of curious in that sentence? Have a go at coming up with a list of synonyms. Pause the video here and have a go. Here are some synonyms that I came up with for curious. They include interested, inquisitive, nosy, or prying. So when someone is curious, they're interested to know something. They're being inquisitive. Maybe they're being a little bit nosy and trying to find out something that's nothing to do with them, and they might be prying into your business. Have a go at coming up with some of your own if you've got some more.